Dan, couple things on my list for tonight. How are the pre-sale numbers for today?
I've always dreamed that I would have a job somewhere in sports.
So we should be set for tomorrow then, too.
There are people in this world that are born to do certain jobs.
HealthEast Sports Center, Dave Black speaking.
And Dave Black, manager of the HealthEast Sports Center, is one of them.
And that had the dates on it.
My main focus has been to bring clients, customers, and drive the revenue for the facility. I would say I spend 65% of my time on the revenue and budgeting and forecasting and meeting the needs of the community, and maybe 35% on the operation itself.
Looked at our staffing. I think we're really in good shape for tonight.
Ever since he arrived, Dave has been a fixture at the Sports Center. He is a big part of every indoor and outdoor event that happens there. But with all the different sports he has encircled himself with, there is one in particular that is near and dear to his heart.
I love when there's a hockey game going on. I enjoy everything about it. I like the sights, the sounds, the speed of the game, the precision of it.
Best part of the day, huh?
I still play to this day. I come back to our rink and play men's league hockey all the time. And one thing that one of my friends told me is, you've definitely scored the most goals after 11 o'clock at night in this facility.
Yeah, finally.
A self-described rink rat, his love for the sport started at an early age, skating on frozen ponds and dreaming of starting.
I grew up in Richfield. We'd go out and play a little shinny here and there. We had Nicollet Park, and then there was Donaldson Park and Lindale Field and Wood Lake Park were the main ones. You'd give me a drainage pond that froze over and I'd be out there. And then after the North Stars came, you couldn't get me away.
The North Stars arrived with an added bonus, the Met Center in nearby Bloomington, a perfect spot for a high school kid looking for a job.
Working for the North Stars just sort of happened. They went to our school and wanted people to work on what they called the glamour crew. We had to go to work at night, sometimes at 10:30 at night, and sweep out the bleachers at the Met Center. It was my first job and around pro hockey. Wow. Eventually they gave me a key, and the rest just sort of fell into place through high school and through college, and it influenced me on wanting to be part of facility operations. My first full-time job at the Met Center was actually titled events coordinator. What that meant was working with different shows that would come in from start to finish and coordinating the labor and the setup and what it would take to get the facility changed over.
His work ethic and relationship with the North Stars helped him get a rink management job at the Eden Prairie Community Center. A few years later, he heard about an opportunity in the growing community of Woodbury.
We were always curious about Woodbury and what the town would end up being. We knew it was starting to grow, and I had a conversation with a person that I knew that was part of an architectural firm that was doing some mock-ups for the Sports Center, and I became interested. When I started here, the Sports Center was not yet complete. The walls were just being put up. The floor in the West Rink was sand. The field house was a bubble.
Over the past 25 years, the Sports Center has changed dramatically, adding acres of soccer and softball fields, a second sheet of ice, a permanent field house, an inclusive playground, and more.
The best thing about the Sports Center is there's always something happening here.
During the hockey season, he dons an NHL crested jacket and heads to the XL Energy Center as an official member of the National Hockey League.
Near the tail end of my time with the North Stars, I came on a volunteer basis to chart stats. When the Wild came back in town, all these stats are now done league-wide. Then there came a calling for anybody that had interest in statistics and found a way to work with the NHL on how they produce the stats. My particular stat is really time on ice. You feel like you're almost coaching because you're anticipating line changes and things like that, so it's really fun.
Even though Dave enjoys being involved in hockey at many levels, he always comes back to his dream job here at the Sports Center.
Every time we're open, there's a whole new batch of kids coming in here, and this is the biggest thing they got going.
I always joke that I said someday I'm going to build my own Met Center, and everybody just laughed and said, yeah, you keep dreaming. And when you're dreaming dreams as a kid and you look back at it now, almost 35 years later, I think I've lived my dream.
That's how we do it.